Hello, everybody. It's a brand new week. That can only mean one thing. A brand new week of House of Games. I'm Richard Osman. I'm joined by 4 famous faces. Every time I press this buzzer, a new round comes up. I never know what it's going to be. My players never know what it's going to be. We know it's ridiculous, and we know, talking of ridiculous, that at the end of the week, someone walks away with this appalling trophy. Shall we meet this week's players? They are John Whaite.
Hello.
Laila Rouass. Sarah Keyworth. And Kevin Eldon. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Well, feels I'm getting quizzing vibes a little bit.
Oh,
a little
not
bit.
from
I've
me,
got
you're
a
not.
sixth sense. John, are you a quizzer? You're a dancer. You're a chef. Are you a quizzer?
I'm a terrible quizzer, but I'm
Excellent.
very competitive.
Oh.
Like, I might actually try and sabotage someone today.
That is the sweet spot. Someone who can't answer things but is desperate to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we love it.
Desperation, I reek of it.
Oh, it's going to be excellent. The amount of close-ups we're going to have of your face, just the
Like that.
desperation. Not a quizzer either, Laila.
Me, no. And I'm not very competitive either, to be
You're
honest.
not?
No. No, so don't sabotage me. I've got nothing to offer you.
Can't promise anything, babe.
It's interesting that on a Monday when someone says they're not competitive, it means one of two things. Either they're not competitive, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
That's a lifestyle choice.
Yeah.
Or they're pretending not to be competitive, and that,
Like
really, that
hustling.
comes
I'm
out
a
that sort of
hustler.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
So
OK.
we shall keep a close eye on it. Sarah.
Hello.
Now, listen, you don't need me to tell you that stand-ups do sensationally well on this show.
I have heard that,
Always. Yeah. So you are... Listen, we might as well give you the trophy now. No, are you one of those stand-ups who can quiz?
I think I might be the exception that proves the rule. The stand-ups.
lovely.
Yeah.
Kevin, thus far, nobody can quiz at all.
Well, you know, I quiz sometimes and other times I don't quiz. You know, I refuse to be drawn into being either a quizzer or
So
a
you're not
non-quizzer.
constantly
Interesting.
quizzing.
We're all here to just enjoy each other and love.
We are all here to enjoy each other and love. You are quite right. If we could use that as our trailer, I'd really appreciate it. Shall we take a look at today's prizes? At the end of the week, someone wins a trophy, but at the end of the day, someone wins a prize, and here are today's. You have got the House of Games shower curtain, the cafetiere, the plant pot, the dartboard, or the fondue set. John, what do you think you go for?
It's got to be the fondue.
Layla?
Dartboard.
Oh, of course, dartboard.
course.
Of course, dartboard.
Hello.
Sarah?
So I was watching this with my girlfriend the other day and she said, I don't care what you do, but do not come home with a fondue set.
Do not come with a fondue set.
Do not come home with that fondue set. So I'm going to go for the plant pot, please.
Plant pot, very nice. Kevin?
Well, I'd like the dartboard, but if I got that, I'd have to build a bar, then I'd have to put in tables and chairs, then a jukebox, then I'd have to be a boring man in the corner with conspiracy theories.
You've got to get a licence.
Yeah, exactly. So I haven't got the space for it. So a cafetiere.
Cafetiere, there you go. Everyone's got space for a cafetiere.
Yeah.
Shall we play?
Yeah.
House of Games, very best of luck. One and all, let's do it, shall we? Our first round today is... Rhyme time. Fingers on buzzers, please. I'll simply ask you 2 questions at a time, and the answers rhyme with each other, OK? So here's your first one. Long, thin appendage on an insect's head and capital city of Austria. Yes, that is John.
Antenna Vienna.
Antenna Vienna? Yeah. That's absolutely right. Well done.
Well done.
Next 2. Letter-based quiz show hosted by Bob Holness. And what are these? Yes, Kevin.
Blockbusters, feather dusters.
Blockbusters, feather dusters.
Well done.
Kevin off the mark as well. Blockbusters, feather dusters. Next 2, fingers on buzzers. Rum-based cocktail with lime, mint and soda water. Mexican dish of savoury fillings rolled in a tortilla wrap. Sarah.
Mojito burrito.
Mojito burrito? Is absolutely right. Well done. I like a mojito.
So do I.
Best cocktail?
No.
No.
Margarita.
Margarita?
Martini.
Negroni.
Plain water, thank you.
Next one. Who is this? And what is the title of this song?
Just put your arms...
Sarah.
Joe Brand, Hold My Hand.
Joe Brand, Hold My Hand?
Wow.
By Jess Glynn, absolutely right. Well done. Next questions. Who is this? And fairy tale character who tastes the 3 Bears porridge? Laila.
Amelia Fox, Goldilocks.
Well done, Amelia Fox and Goldilocks.
I thought it was Heidi Klum.
Everybody off the mark. Let's take a look at our next question. Informal three-word phrase describing the Green Channel at airport customs. And who is this? Yes, Kevin.
Nothing to declare and Fuzzy Bear.
Nothing to declare and Fuzzy Bear? Yes, absolutely. And final question in this round. Writer and director of the films Vera Drake and Life is Sweet. And what is the title of this song? John.
Mike Lee, Why Does It Always Rain on Me?
Yeah, Mike Lee, Why Does It Always Rain on Me? Absolutely right. Why Does It Always Rain on Me by Travis. That's the end of that round. Let's take a look at our first leaderboard, shall we? It's lovely and close on Monday's House of Games. Laila, you have 1 point. Everybody else, John, Sarah, Kevin, 2 points each.
I look like Rylan in that.
Oh, yeah,
You look a bit like Rylan.
That's Rylan.
Yeah,
What's
you
he
do.
doing here?
Yeah, that's worrying. Did you know your silhouette was quite so similar? I can sort of see it, actually. There's a... Yeah, if you take away literally everything apart from the main
Apart from the
features,
beard.
you're slightly Rylan-esque, as I believe the art critics call it. Should we play our first pairs game of the week? Yeah. Let's do it. Our next game is... Distinctly average. The player in fourth place gets to choose their partner. Laila, today that is you. Who would you like to play this with?
I think I'm going to play with Kevin.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Sarah and Laila, if you'll swap places, please. Laila and Kevin are a team. Sarah and John are a team.
I love it.
Hi.
We got
We
this.
can do this.
If you could take your tablets out, please, everyone. I'll ask you a series of questions. You need to write down an estimate of an answer, and I'll take the average of each pair as your answer. Whichever team is closest wins a point. Have a go at home as well. Team up with someone if you wish. Write down your own answer. Let's see how close we can get to this answer. According to a 2021 estimate, how many blimps are there in the world? I assume by blimp we mean airship.
What a ludicrous question. I love it.
How many blimps are there in
Yeah.
the world?
It's an airship.
An airship?
An airship, you know, like a... See,
like
question
a blimp.
writers, what you've done now with your blimp work. You know, those big airships, sort of
Those
big
that
sort
kind
of
of
fish
inflate
shapes.
and they're up in the air.
What are they full of? Are they full of...
What?
They're full of gas, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, those things, those balloon things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't one explode once?
One did explode once, yeah.
The Hindenburg.
What do you think on this one? Quite often it's quite difficult to work out. This one feels almost impossible, I would say. But I think we've worked out what the question means. Now we've got to find out how many blimps there are. John, what's your blimp knowledge like?
Well, it's excellent.
I could see you as a blimp like a handsome 30s blimp captain.
I've got the outfit.
Yeah, in a Spielberg movie. What have you gone for?
Well, my knowledge says 274.
274 blimps, says John Whaite. Sarah, up or down from 274?
I went high.
Yeah.
I went for 200,000.
200, that is a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
200,000
Well, I don't think we've got many in the UK, but that doesn't, you know, even there might
rest
be
of the
a
world-
big blimp convention.
Oh, they might be blimp crazy in Romania, for
Exactly.
example. So your average is going to be somewhere around 100,000. 100,137.
I think that's quite good, actually.
Yeah, doesn't sound crazy. Laila, what's your blimp thinking?
Well, I don't have any thinking on blimps, to
No.
be honest, because I didn't even know what it was.
I think you're not alone.
Oh, OK, good, that's good. 31,125.
That sounds absolutely reasonable to me. Yeah. If you're going to pick a random number, sounds
That's
like a
it.
good one.
Yeah.
Kevin, what do you think? Are you happy with 31,000 from your partner?
Well, you know, I mean, the whole blimp thing has flummoxed us, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think we're stabbing in the dark.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Which you mustn't do around blimps.
No, I won't ever do that. See, I thought originally 300,000, but then, as you pointed out, the Hindenburg went down. So 299,999.
So 300,000 minus the Hindenburg.
Yeah.
So your average is 165,562. So about 100,000, 165,000 here. What do you think at home? What's your blimp knowledge like? Shall we find out? Get this question over with once and for all?
Quickly.
How many blimps are there in the world?
No, stop.
Whoa!
Are you serious?
I'm sorry for everything I
25
said.
blimps.
You were, like, That's great thinking.
I'll take it back, though, from our question setters. That's a good question in the end.
It's a really good
There's
question.
25
There's a
blimps
million
in the
missing
world.
off the end of that.
25. Well done if you went anywhere close to that. Let's move on, and let's hope this next question is not about blimps. According to the National Ocean Service, how many miles long is the Great Barrier Reef? What do you think at home on this one? Anyone been to the Great Barrier Reef?
I have, but I don't remember how many miles it was.
Did you not walk across it with a pedometer? OK, everyone's in. Laila, you've been to the Great Barrier Reef?
Yeah, years and years ago.
It doesn't really help, I know.
Yeah.
So what was your thinking here?
Well, I just guessed it.
Lovely.
Yeah.
What have you guessed?
154 miles.
154 miles. Kevin, what are you saying?
I think I might have over-guessed, actually, but it is the Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah?
I've gone for 1,200 miles.
1,200
It may be a bit
miles.
big.
So your average, Laila and Kevin, is 677. John, what have you gone with?
I've gone quite high. I've gone 3,289.
And you've drawn an aeroplane.
A baby shark.
Oh, it's a baby shark.
It's a baby shark blimp.
I was going to say it'd be a great blimp. So 3,200. And Sarah, what are you saying?
So I went with 1,000, Vanessa Carlton style.
Lovely, yeah. Nice.
And then I put ish, and then I tried to do a question mark, but I ran out of time, so it didn't let me do the dot on the end.
So your average is 2,144.5 miles. What are you thinking at home on this one? Let's find out, shall we? How many miles long is the Great Barrier Reef? Which team has scored a point? 1,429. Very well played. Kevin, you were very close, but the point goes to Sarah and John there. Well done if you got close to that at home. Final question in this round. Let's take a look at it. According to its website, how many visitors did the Louvre have in 2019? What do you reckon? You've been to the Louvre? If you know what I mean. No need to make silly jokes. Come on. Come on, we're all grown-ups. Sarah, you've been to the Louvre?
No.
It's kind of fine.
Is it art?
Yeah, paintings and whatnot.
I've put 100,000.
100,000.
Saying it out loud, it does feel a bit high.
So you're saying 300 a day?
OK, that's wrong, isn't it?
Well, listen, maybe. Maybe it's not that popular.
Yeah.
Oh, who wants to see the Mona Lisa?
The summer
No thanks.
months, I guess, other stuff to do.
John, up or down?
I've gone up. I've gone 400,000.
400,000. So about 1,000 a day. So your average is 250,000 people a year. Laila, what are you saying?
Right, so I thought it was over a mil, but then I think there was some works being done, because I was there in 2019. I'm sure it was closed for a while.
Ah, this is good knowledge.
997K.
997,000.
Wow.
So again, about 3,000 a day there. And Kevin?
I just stabbed at 1.5 million, which probably is a bit high.
5 million, you're saying. About 4,000 people a day?
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel all four of them are too low.
Well, I've been in there. I've been in there, and it was packed.
It is.
Yeah,
absolutely
it's packed all the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at your average, Laila and Kevin. It is 1.248 million. What are you saying at home on this one? Who are we going to give the final point of the round to? How many visitors did the Louvre have in 2019? 9,600,000 was the answer. 26,000 a day, that would be. So 9.6 million. Well done if you got close to that at home. Tablets away, please, everybody. Laila and Sarah, if you will swap back, please. And we'll take a look at our scores after 2 rounds. So lovely and close. It's going to be close all week, I suspect. Laila, you have 2. Kevin, you got 3. We've got joint leaders, John and Sarah, 4 points each. 3 rounds to go, though, on Monday's House of Games. Let's get straight on and play our next one, which is 2 clues in 1. Fingers on buzzers, please. The first thing I'm going to do is show you a category. Our category is Beatles and Rolling Stones. So the answers in this bit of the round are going to be people who are in the Beatles or the Rolling Stones, OK? We'll give you a clue to their identity. The clue will also have the same initials as the answer, OK? So here's your first one. Which Beatle or Rolling Stone is this? Married Jerry. Yes, John.
Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger married Jerry Hall. MJ, Mick Jagger. Absolutely right. Next Beatle or Stone. Rhythmic Scouser. Yes, that is John.
Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr. Absolutely. Next Beatle or Stone. Recent whippersnapper. Yes, that's John.
Ronnie Wood.
Ronnie Wood.
I don't even like the Beatles or the Rolling Stones.
How about that? He
I
was,
love the Beatles, and I'm feeling quite
I love
annoyed.
the Rolling Stones,
the
yeah.
youngest and most recent member to join. We changed the category now. No more Beatles and Stones. Instead, we are looking for children's books. Which children's books are these, please? Tiny Burglars. That is Sarah.
The Borrowers.
The Borrowers is correct. Well done. Next one. Conserving Wilbur. Yes, John.
Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web.
I think I sprained my wrist then.
Charlotte's Web is correct. Wilbur is the pig, of course, and Charlotte's Web. Next one. There's Witches, Wicked Ones, Obliterated.
The Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
The Wonderful Wizard of Oz
Yeah.
is the right answer. Well done, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Next category is historical figures. Which historical figures are these, please? They share initials with their clues. Chic couturier. Yes, John.
Coco Chanel.
Coco Chanel. Oui, c'est ça. Next one. Gunpowder fiend. Yes, Sarah.
Guy Fawkes.
Guy Fawkes. Absolutely. Final question in this round. Which historical figure is this? I know Bridges. Yes, that's John.
Oh, I was going to say Isambard Brunel.
A tiny bit more.
Isambard Carl Brunel?
It's not, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry. Kevin.
Isambard Kingdom Brunel.
Isambard Kingdom Brunel we were looking for. I know Bridges. That's a great
Is that his
clue,
middle
Isambard
name?
Kingdom. Yeah.
Wow, it's
What a
really?
cracking middle
That's
name.
cool, isn't it? That's the end of that round. Lots of points going on the leaderboard there. Let's take a look at what it's done. We have 2 rounds to go, 2 rounds before we give away our first prize of the week. Who is it going to go to? Laila, you have 3 points. Kevin, you got 4. Sarah Keyworth has 6. John Whaite, 3-point lead with 9. 2 rounds to hold on to it, though. Is he going to do it? Let's find out, shall we? Round 4 today is going to be... Where is Kazakhstan? If you would take your tablets out, please, everybody. I'm going to show you a map, and I'm going to ask you to find a series of things on that map. Here is your map, the map of Europe. The first thing I would like you to find is this, please. The only capital city in the world with a name that begins with Z in English. Where is that on that map?
What country is that?
Do you know this one at home? Do you know what capital city that might be and then where that is? And have a little press of the screen at home. John, do you know this answer?
Well, all I can think of is Zurich.
Begins with Z, doesn't
And I
it?
think it's in Switzerland.
Let's take a look where you are. You're in Switzerland.
Is that Switzerland?
Absolutely right, yeah. Laila, any clue here?
Not a Scooby-Doo, no. So
What did you do? Just go in the middle of
I
Europe?
just went into the middle of wherever.
You're in Poland. Sarah, any thoughts?
No. No thoughts.
Thank you.
So what I did was I left the X where it already was.
Oh, that's clever.
I thought on the off chance that it might have just been right.
Let's see where you are.
Brilliant.
Sweden, bottom of Sweden.
Why not?
Why not? Kevin, did you know this answer?
No, I didn't know it. But I was thinking sort of Herzegovina, sort of those Croatia. I was thinking a load of Balkans.
Yeah.
So I went for somewhere around that area.
Well, you are in Croatia. So we're in Sweden, we're in Switzerland, we're in Poland, we're in Croatia. The only capital city with a name that begins with Z in English is Zagreb. And it happens to be the capital of Croatia. How about that, Kevin?
done.
Nicely done.
Bit of
Don't know-
luck.
don't know how
Bit
you
of
did it.
luck.
Very well done. Bern, the capital of Switzerland. Stockholm is Sweden, and Warsaw is Poland. The next thing I'd like you to find... the site of the Temple of Artemis, which was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Do you know this one at home? Have a little point to the map if you do, or have a guess if you don't.
Oh, gosh.
Laila, any thinking on this?
Haven't got a clue, to be honest. I thought, like, around Greece somewhere, but...
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, but I don't know where Greece is on the
That
map.
makes less sense. Let's see where you are. That's a sort of North Germany, kind of Hamburg area. Sarah, what was your thinking?
So I was thinking Greece as well, and then I got it in my head that Greece was, like, around, like, Italy and Turkey and that kind of...
Yeah, it is.
So I just went sort of east of Italy.
Let's see where you are. Oh, you're in Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Absolutely smashed it.
Kevin, what was your thinking?
It got me to thinking what the other wonders are. And obviously you are the Colossus of Billericay.
Yes, that's right.
I don't know the
that's
other
me.
ones, but I was thinking Greece.
Let's take a look. You are in Greece. And John, what were you thinking?
Well, I thought Greece, but then I thought they've got Zeus, haven't they?
Yeah.
They can't have everything.
Can't have two, guys. Come on.
So I thought maybe I'll just move over to Turkey, but then I was like, I don't know if that is Turkey where I've put my mark.
You are absolutely in Turkey. What do you think at home? What have you gone with? So we're in Turkey, we're in Greece, we're in Bosnia, and we are in sort of on one of the port cities of Germany. You never know in this round.
It might be being shipped.
Yeah, exactly. It's in dry dock.
Yeah.
I want it to be in Wales now.
Yeah, be good. Let's find out where it is or where it was and who
too
scored the
funny.
points.
Oh.
It's in Turkey.
Oh,
you get the
that's
point.
good thinking.
Well done, Turkey. Very well played.
Well, another reason is because I recently learned that Troy wasn't in Greece, it was in Turkey.
Yes, in Turkey, you're quite right. Yeah. Final question in this round. The birthplace of the first five-time winner of the world's strongest man. Where is that?
The world's strongest man.
Yeah, the first
Right.
first person to win it 5 times. What do you reckon at home? Do you know this one? Everyone is in. So the first 5-time winner of the world's strongest man. Sarah, what was your thought process here?
So I've gone a bit more north because I figure, I guess the colder it is, the more depressed you are, the more you might just be lifting things.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Feel
depression makes you lift stuff,
Yeah.
for sure.
So I think I've gone around the sort of Poland area,
OK, let's see where you are.
but I could be wrong.
Yeah, or Estonia.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a million miles from...
I think that feels
yeah.
that feels good to me.
Doesn't
That
sound
feels
crazy,
like a
does
big,
it?
strong man would be from Estonia.
Yeah, you can imagine them saying that.
Yeah?
Kevin, any clue?
Oh, Poland, Schmoland. It's obviously Giuseppe Fortissimo from Italy, isn't it?
He's a big lad, isn't he?
Yeah, he comes from Milan. He's eaten loads of pasta, all that fresh fruit.
Used to lift pianos.
And he could lift pianos. So anyway, I've gone Italy.
You're absolutely in Italy there, near Florence, or in Estonia and Italy so far. John, any clue?
Well, I thought it could either be a kind of Scandinavian Viking, but then I got sidetracked by Arnie, and was he Austrian?
He was,
Well, he still very much is. He's still with us, isn't he?
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it is him, and I also don't quite know where Austria is, so I've gone for a stab in the dark.
Belgium.
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 Just
you are
good,
there.
isn't
yeah.
it?
Muscles from Brussels.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I love the way you're looking at that. Oh,
Jean-Claude Van
maybe
Damme.
that's a clue.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah. Laila, what were you thinking?
I wasn't really thinking, to be honest. I kind of stayed... I think I stayed in the same area.
Let's look at where you are. Bottom of Sweden.
Bottom
you
of
are
Sweden, there you go.
What do you think at home on this one? I was thinking Iceland is always very good at strongmen.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Scandinavia, always very, very strong as well. But I've just looked at the answer and I was wrong on both counts.
Oh.
First 5 times world's strongest man was Mariusz Pudzianowski, and he was from Poland, is where he was from.
So if I'd known where Poland was, I would have
got it
done
right.
well.
Layla, you are closest on that one. Very well
That
done.
point, yeah.
Layla gets the last point of the round. Tablets away, please, everyone. It was Poland in the end.
Ah, well done.
One more round before we find our first champion of the week, before we give away our first prize. Let's take a look at the leaderboard going into it. It's good news for John at the moment. Laila has 4, Kevin has 5, Sarah has 6. John Whaite, 4-point lead with 10.
John Ryland, Ross Clark, Whaite.
How about that? Rylan is leading. Our final round, of course, is... Answer smash. Fingers on buzzers, please. This is a round you can really catch up a lot of points. Point for a correct answer, point off for an incorrect answer, don't forget. Your first category today is desserts. Those will be the pictures, there'll be clues above. In the stories by Arthur Conan Doyle, Sherlock Holmes lives at number 221B in which London road? Yes, Sarah.
Baker Street and Mess.
Baker Street and Mess? Well played, it is. Baker Street, Eton Mess, Baker Street and Mess. Next clue, next picture. Which large body of water is located between Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania? John.
Lake Victoria Sponge.
That's exactly right. Lake Victoria, Victoria Sponge, Lake Victoria Sponge. Next clue, next dessert. What French phrase meaning the best of the best was often used by the fictional character Miss Jean Brodie? Yes, that's Sarah.
Creme de la creme brulee.
Creme de la creme brulee?
No.
Apparently not, John.
Creme de la creme caramel.
Is the right answer. Does that look very different to a creme brulee?
Oh, massively. Creme brulee is thin, traditionally, so you get a scoop with every...
I was literally about to give you a point there, Sarah.
Why are we on here with Bake Off?
I know, it's annoying, isn't it? We'll switch over from desserts now. Your next category is...
Dancing.
Actors is your next category. Those will be the pictures. Which Tudor warship was raised from the seabed in 1982?
Oh, gosh. Oh. I know who she is, but I don't know.
What is her name?
Shall I tell you?
Yeah.
Who's she?
We are looking for Mary Rose Byrne. So the Mary Rose and Rose Byrne, Mary Rose Byrne. Next clue, next picture. What was the first name of the French Emperor Bonaparte, who was born in Corsica in 1769? Yes, Kevin.
Napoleonardo DiCaprio.
Napoleonardo DiCaprio? It's correct. That's difficult to say. Napoleonardo DiCaprio. Napoleon Leonardo DiCaprio. Any more categories today? We have no more categories. We just have a prize to give out. John, you were leading going into that round, and you had a good round as well. Yeah. Should we find out who our first winner of the week is?
Yes.
Yes, please.
I tell you what, it's only Bake Off.
Yeah.
Bake Off has done it. John Whaite is our champion. Well played, John. 12 points as well. Good score.
Thank you.
Which of these prizes would you like?
Well, I've had my eye on that fondue, Richard.
Fondue.
And I'm saving Sarah's relationship.
That's why I threw the whole thing, because I wouldn't be able to resist it.
Yeah, exactly. John Whaite wins a House of Games fondue set. Well done, John. We'll take a little look at our first weekly leaderboards. This will change an awful lot as the week goes by, but John is out in the lead at the moment. Thank you so much. Shall we do the same thing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Excellent. Lovely to see you all. I'll see you all tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow as well on the House of Games.
I was told not to bring that home as well.
So what was with all the fondue hate?
I don't know. I wouldn't be against it
How
myself.
often do you do a fondue? I think that's the thing.
Well, every Friday night now, Sarah. I'm going to start a fondue support group.
I'll join you.
FSG?
Yeah.
The FSG.
FSG.
Yeah, lovely.